Los Angeles is facing a housing crunch unlike anything in its history. With open land long gone and demand surging, the city is under pressure to add nearly 500,000 new units by 2029. So that means rethinking how neighborhoods should grow. The LA Times wrote about two bold proposals that offer fresh ideas, but they're raising questions about how LA can balance growth and affordability in the years ahead.
Joining us now is LA Times staff writer Liam Dillon. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
So can we just look at kind of the big picture, first of all, and answer why LA needs to add so much housing and what will happen if it doesn't?
Because it's really unaffordable to live here. It's been really unaffordable to live here for quite some time. And sort of, as experts say, the way to remedy that at a very high level is just to add a lot more housing. And that's what LA has done throughout its history. You know, in the 20s, there was a huge surge of housing. Post-war era, huge surge of housing. Both of those were done to ameliorate some of the same problems that we have today with unaffordability. And so a lot of experts say, and including the state as well, say now it's time for LA to think about having another housing boom.
Right. Of course, you wrote about in the article how LA used to expand into fields and groves. There's not enough land to do that now. So what are the two proposals that you talk about in this article?
So it's really what we thought about was a reimagining of how LA can grow to meet some of this housing demand without, as you say, having the fields of oranges and the lima bean fields that we used to kind of pave over to build new single family houses. And we looked at really two ideas in the San Fernando Valley, which is one of the kind of epicenters of LA growth in previous era. One is kind of traditional in the sense of, you know, in Reseda, you have a long commercial corridor. You can simply, you know, 1 or 2 story buildings that are there now, you could simply kind of raise, you know, make those buildings taller and add a lot more housing to them. And so that would be a key strategy. Also, you know, a lot of single family homes in the Reseda neighborhood. You could add, you know, 2 or 3 more units, accessory dwelling units. They've been really popular in LA. And if you add a sufficient number of them, then you really start to make a dent in LA's housing crisis without sort of really fundamentally changing the character of the community. That's number one. And then the second idea is kind of really out of the box. And, you know, I don't know how many viewers have driven through the valley, driven through Northridge and Arleta and some of these other neighborhoods, but you see these kind of this wallpaper of power lines, giant transmission lines. There's about 20 miles of them that run through the valley, and it's kind of vacant land underneath. And the idea, this was something we borrowed from a graduate student at Harvard who studied the issue, was to underground the power lines for this 20-mile stretch. And you can actually fit, as she modeled, about 23,000 new homes along this path.
It sounds like a great idea, but isn't this very difficult and expensive? How realistic would it be to bury the power lines and then be able to build?
So short answer, yes, of course, it is very difficult. It is outside of the box, but it really is thinking about how to kind of reimagine the land that we have or the open space that we have to fit some of these housing units. But as far as the cost, you know, I think that there's a pathway to actually consider doing it. I mean, this is land that's owned by the LADWP, public land, and you can very easily envision a situation where the developer, since it can be, again, free land, the developer can then pay the cost for the development rights that they're going to have. And so it could be kind of a win-win and not super expensive, certainly very hard from a technical perspective, but I don't think the cost would be the biggest barrier here.
That's interesting.
Okay, yeah, it is. And so, as you kind of mentioned, the city's under pressure to add nearly 500,000 new units by 2029, but we understand that target number is controversial. Why is that?
Yeah, I think that there's always controversy over growth. I mean, I think at a high level, there are very, very many people in LA that agree that we have a housing shortage and that we need to add more homes, but they're concerned about the impact of that growth or those new homes next to them. And if that happens in every single neighborhood, then you have a problem where you're not going to get the development that everyone says you sort of need to have. And so I think that tension between growth and preservation, or growth and keeping neighborhoods as they are, has been in LA for a long time and will continue to be there. But I think, again, adding homes, adding affordable homes, all this is what people say is necessary to make LA more affordable and keep the kind of working class and middle class folks who have been fleeing the state and fleeing the region for some time, have them be able to stay here.
A lot of times it's not just the housing that people are opposing, it's the parking, the additional people,
Absolutely.
all those types
of
things.
All the ancillaries.
Changes the entire environment.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thanks again.
All right. Thank you, Liam.